first question here is just basic questions like I would like to know how can you end up here in Bali? Do you have any stories behind it? Why did you choose and finally you are here to be careless?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so I dated a woman 15 years ago, and she had been to Bali. And I remember she was showing me pictures, and there was like this picture of this beautiful like villa with this outdoor shower with jungle in the background. And I said, that's where I want to be, right? So that was like a long time ago. And I was living in Los Angeles, and my career was awesome. I was playing all the best clubs in Hollywood. I just got asked to be the official DJ for NASCAR, the driving company, like the racing. So I toured with NASCAR all around the country. And then I also just finished my EP, producing my EP, which got released and started charting on Beatport. And so everything was good. And I had reached all the goals that I wanted to reach in my life. But something inside of me didn't feel happy. You know, so I just thought, why am I working so hard and doing all these things if I'm not living the life that I want to live? I want to live on a paradise island. So I remembered that picture and I said, I'm going to Bali. So basically what I did was I gave away all my stuff. I gave it to my friends, my furniture, all the stuff. I sold my car and I just left. 3 months later, gone. And here I am. Total act of faith. No plans. I didn't know anybody here. Nothing.
Okay, so you didn't know anybody else here, and how you built your life here?
Well, I met once I got here. So one of the things about me is I don't drink or I don't do drugs, right? And so I met other people on the island who were kind of like that too. And they actually helped me, you know. One of them, this lady, Navia, she actually let me stay in her house for a little while. She actually helped me find the house that I'm living in now. So yeah, people really came together and just helped me live here, you know. It was awesome. It's like Bali opened up its arms to me and said, welcome. You know, it's really what it felt like. So I would not have made it here if it weren't for the people and the kindness and the love of the people around me, basically. You know.
The kindness of the people make your life until.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
It's a good story to hear.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So yeah. Now we know why you go to Bali, but besides the picture of the paradise like that, what attracts you the most? Maybe you kind of heard something about Bali that makes you.
You know what's funny is I didn't hear anything about Bali. I didn't know anything about it at all. I mean, I was just. So I live my life a certain way, right? And I really believe in faith. Not like associated with religion or anything like that, but I believe that if my primary purpose in life is to bless and be loving and kind to every single person that comes in my path at every moment, then the universe will give me everything, right? So I don't need to know anything because I'm always taking care of the best, right? So I didn't know anything about Bali, but I knew that I was living my path. And when I got here, what kept me here was really the culture, the people, the kindness, and the fact that Bali really gives back what you put out. You know, so I had been practicing being kind and loving for so long. So when I got here, that's kind of who I am, you know. So Bali has been so loving and kind to me, you know. Like a lot of my friends, even in the DJ industry, talk about how it's a competitive industry. I don't feel it's competitive at all. Actually, all my jobs came from other DJs. My career has been so big in Bali and actually in all of Indonesia because of the help of other DJs. Everyone has just lifted me up, you know, and so that's why I stayed. You know, I really love the culture. I love the spirituality. I love the connection to nature. I love the food. I love spicy. Pedas. Yeah, I mean it's everything.
So and fortunately, the like what you do here as DJ, Bali need more DJ.
Oh man, there's too many places now. It's crazy. Actually, this year I said no to work. I'm trying to work less actually, because I work in Jakarta every single day for 2 weeks every month. And this company, the Mulia, they provide my kitas, they sponsor me, they take care of me. So when I'm in Bali, I really want it to be relaxing. So I DJ a few jobs in Bali that I want to DJ per week at places that are special to me, you know, or playing music that I want to play. But in 2018, 2019, I was working like 38 jobs in 1 month because there's so many places, you know, and you do like a sunset job and then a late night job, then an after hours job all in one day. And then you fly to another island, you DJ there, you come back in the afternoon, you DJ another sunset, you know, I mean, it was too much work. So I got burned out, you know, it's crazy. So yes, if you're a DJ, there's lots of opportunity in Bali. There's new places opening. I mean, even in the last 5 years since I moved to Bali, it's changed so much. You know, Canggu is like a whole new place, you know? Yeah. So.
Not like the place we used to live before.
No, not even a little.
Now, what is the good thing of Bali to run such passion like what you do that you think is different from another place?
I think when I have friends that moved to Bali too, and the nice thing about Bali is that the cost of living can be cheap, right? So you don't have to make a lot of money to be able to survive here. Of course, it's getting like more and more as time goes on, inflation. But what that means is that people have opportunity to really follow their passion. You know, like if you want to be an artist, you can come to Bali and you can make it work. There's people who are willing to take you in and support you in your dreams and support you in your art so that you don't have to work a 9-to-5 desk job in a small cubicle in a small room with fluorescent lights and air conditioning all day. You know, you can go to a co-op space and have views of the rice fields and have meetings with people and talk to people and build websites for people and, you know, sip on coffee and take a surf in the morning. And so the nice thing about Bali is that it gives you an opportunity to really live, you know, and not make work everything. Because in America or, you know, many westernized countries, work has become the most important thing for everybody and everyone has forgotten how to live. So everyone is working really hard now to retire when they're 65 or 70, but by then they're old. You know what I mean? They're not going to be hiking up Mount Batur at 70 years old or 60. I mean, not most people. So it's like they forget to just enjoy and connect to everything around them, you know? Because everyone's just, I need to make money, I need to save money, I need to be safe, you know, in 10 years. And forget about the future. It's just right now. Now is the only time that's real, you know? So it's that. It's true.
Very good.
It's the
I
truth.
really can relate to that.
It's awesome. Nothing exists outside of now.
Yeah.
Nothing. So if we're not making now the best it can be, what are we doing? You know?
Agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think so.
Yeah. Everyone is preparing for the future. I'm just trying to enjoy now. You know what I mean?
Or it's too late, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, now is already past. We're another now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
funny.
amazing. Alright, so I would like to know about what kind of a little bit of your maybe your personal connection to Bali and towards your patients. I mean, like, do you have some special connection?
Definitely. I'm really, again, like it sounds the same, but my connection to Bali is really about the reciprocation of love and kindness. You know, it's the driving on a motorbike, stopping at a stoplight and saying hello to the family next to me and then saying hello back, you know. So there's that connection between humans, but there's also the connection between nature, and there's a connection between all the animals, like all the dogs in the street in the middle of the night. I mean, one night my girlfriend and we were driving home I was playing at Red Ruby, and it was like 3 a.m. and we were driving down Petatingit, and I looked over and I just saw 4 little puppies, and their eyes just, all 4 of them at the same time stopped and like just were watching me and my girlfriend drive by. So I pulled over and I said, babe, you got to see this. So I turned around and we got off the bike, and literally the 4 puppies came running on us and they jumped on us. We got on the ground and we just rolled around with puppies for like 45 minutes. That's like heaven, you know what I mean? You don't get to do that anywhere else. But, you know, it all comes down to being present. If I'm not present and if I'm not now, I don't even see that. You know, I'm just thinking about I need to get home, and I miss the puppies and I miss the experience. And, you know, so the nice thing about Bali is it gives me the opportunity to pause and just have magical moments all the time, you know. I took a drive with a bunch of friends of mine up north. We didn't have anywhere to stay. We didn't have any plans. We were just driving. I wanted to show them, you know, Singaraja and Pemudaran and Lovina and all that area. And the thing about Bali is, you know, we had an interaction with a bunch of monkeys on the side of a hill. And when we got to Pemudaran on the north coast, we didn't have any place to stay. And some kid like pulled over and said, hey, are you guys okay? And they said, yeah, we're just looking for a place to stay. So he brought us to his friend, and his friend said, oh, we don't have places here, but my friend might. And we wound up like getting this villa on the ocean. Like our backyard was the ocean with a pool, and like for everybody, everything works out perfectly, you know. And that's the gift of Bali. I'm like passionate about like how perfectly everything works out if you don't have a plan. You know, you just let it be and you enjoy what's in front of you. It's awesome, I think. You know?
Well,
it's really cool.
Yeah.
You know?
It's good to hear that.
Yeah.
So, now, I want to know about what you do when you're not working most of your time. Maybe you said that you have dogs and cats. You gotta play with them, or you just go to the gym, or
yeah, I mean, it's funny. I'm not like I'm not the most social DJ, you know. I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't like do parties at villas and stuff. I don't go to Finn's Beach Club. I really like to be quiet. My home has a really nice yard, and I like to spend time with my animals, my cats and my dogs and my girlfriend. I like to go to the gym. I like getting on our motorcycle and driving in the rain. I like just doing things that actually are away from people. I stay away from like a lot of the touristy areas, to be honest with you, and just kind of, I like to explore the more quiet sides of Bali, to be honest with you. That's my favorite. That's what I like to do in my spare time, for sure.
So, do you have any place that you like the most in Bali, or maybe you have some personal story in it?
Besides my home? Yeah, I mean, there's a water temple that I really enjoy going to for cleansing that a friend of mine took me to not long ago. I like to visit places like that. They have special connection. Even Tirthan Pool, which is a very tourist place, there's people I know up there that take care of me, and I really enjoy praying and meditating there and cleansing there. I like visiting waterfalls. Sempukul especially is like one of my favorite places to visit. So yeah, I'm definitely deeply connected to everything that this island has to offer, for sure. You know? Yeah, it's cool.
Did you meet your meet here in Bali?
No, we met on Tinder in Los Angeles. Tinder works. No, yeah, we met. Yeah, I met in LA. She came after.
It's really
Yeah.
so helpful.
Yeah, it's cool.
nowadays.
You're all right. You're all right.
Okay, so you plan to stay here forever for the rest of your life, or
I think so. Yeah.
what makes you decide to spend my rest of life here?
I think that Bali has a lot to offer, you know, and I think it has a lot to offer at different stages of life. I believe that I'll probably continue to move more north and more north and more north as I get older. Like as soon as I don't have to work anymore to make money and I can just produce music and that's my passion, and if it brings money, great. If it doesn't, I don't care. Yeah, I'll definitely just build another studio and house somewhere up north by a waterfall or something quiet, you know. So
Sounds very good.
yeah, totally. And you can do that in Bali, which is such a dream, you know. It's really awesome.
Yeah, alright. And yeah, do you have any special memory that maybe it's like unforgettable memories lives in Bali?
I have so many. I have so many special memories in Bali.
What gets you the most?
It's really almost impossible to pinpoint, you know? Like I know it sounds stupid, the story with the puppies, but that was like really special for me. Me having my first experience at Tirta and Pool and doing the water cleansing and feeling what that felt like afterwards was really special. Honestly, me and my girlfriend going to the grocery store and buying food together is really special. I mean, we have so much fun doing like the littlest things. Every time we get on the bike and we leave the house, it's another adventure. My quiet mornings with my animals, Nepi. Nepi is my absolute favorite holiday day ever, when all the lights are out and you just see all the stars in the sky and everything's quiet. Me and my girlfriend, we lay in our backyard on these sun chairs and we just watch the stars and hold hands and see the Milky Way and the shooting stars, and the animals come and cuddle with us, and you know, it's just, those are my favorite days. So yeah, it's awesome. It's really cool.
Yeah, you basically you wake up in the morning and then you breathe the air that has no pollution.
I know.
Really,
It's so
it's
good.
amazing.
I don't understand, like so many tourists try to book these resorts or to book in the Gillies or try to go somewhere, and I'm like, you have to have this experience. It's so cool. Just to be quiet, I love it. It's
Yeah.
really nice.
The most important point for me about Newport is like the Milky Way.
It's amazing, right? Yeah, I love it.
I have never seen that.
I hadn't either. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool.
So now, based on what you do now, you're doing DJs, producing music, and maybe you also want to live in a peace and calm and something like positivity. What do you expect about Bali for the next future?
It's really hard to say. I mean, the way Bali is going now is that, I mean, it keeps getting more built, and more beach clubs and more places. And so that's why I'm saying I may need to keep moving north away from that. Right now I'm really lucky because I live like in North Korobakan, where like Korobakan and Denpasar meet, where you think would be really busy and city, but for some reason my home is, well, it's surrounded by temples, so it's really quiet. There's nothing around it, you know? So it feels like I'm really isolated from all the noise, which I really like. But in terms of Bali, I'm not sure what's going to happen in the world. You know, there's so much stuff happening on a bigger scale than Bali that it's hard to tell. I hope that I know this sounds horrible, but I hope that something happens that just sort of like destroys the internet and destroys a lot of technology, and we kind of get back to, you know, connecting with each other and, you know, just doing that kind of stuff. Because I think that it's important. I think that everyone is sort of separated because of our phones or because of, you know, strange stuff. So, and I think Bali will be the perfect place to enjoy that because people want to connect here, I think. You know, so it's, yeah.
How about the profession about DJs here in Bali? Maybe the next future will be like another different kind of music or yes.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, who knows? I think like since I've been here, even the hip hop has changed. You know, I think Bali is always going to cater to certain aspects of techno. I think that more tribal techno stuff will always be big here. Beach parties, late night, after hours stuff. I think the hip hop scene is really evolving. When I got here, people were playing a lot of old songs. Like all the old songs were the hits. And I remember my first job at Genja. It was funny, you know, because the hits were like Nelly Ride It or KRS-One, Sound of the Police, or, you know, The Next Episode by Snoop Dogg. Like those were like the big songs. And I remember getting on the turntables and playing ASAP Ferg, you know, and no one had heard that before. In fact, some kid came up to me, he's like, "Yo bro, can you play hip hop?" And I'm like, this is hip hop, you know. So what we were listening to in Los Angeles at the time and what was happening in Bali were very different, but that's changed. Like now, if I don't play the newest of the new hip hop, you know, people are bored. You know, so yeah, I think the music scene is constantly evolving, for better, for worse. I don't know. We'll see. So, yeah, it's cool though. It's really good. And like I said, there's so many new places opening up all the time. There's always jobs for people to be had. And the nice thing about Bali is that people want DJs for the daytime, for sunset time, for evening time, for you know, late night time, after hours time. So I mean, there's just so much work to be had. So no one ever has to be competitive or weird. You know, it just can be cool. Yeah, totally.
It keeps develop and develop.
Absolutely. And from a production standpoint, there's so much stuff to inspire you, you know, around here in terms of making music. So the only problem for me in terms of making music and why I've slowed down in Bali is that I work so much. You know, I'm DJing so much that it's hard for me to like shut everything off and sit and make, because I need some quiet time before I can produce my own original stuff, you know? So, yeah, totally. Otherwise, your brain's just cluttered with too much other music. It's a lot. So,
Making music is basically so tiring.
I love it though. It's
some
totally.
yeah.
I mean, like, I look like a crazy person on drugs when I'm making music, because like I'll be up for 3 or 4 days straight, just like I'll hear a harmony in my head and I have to like put it down, and then oh, that snare needs to go there, and like, you know, I get crazy, but I love it. It's just I get so much energy from it. It's crazy. So it's cool.
Alright, that's all I asked about.
It's perfect.
That's easy.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
All right, cool.